Hey, welcome to the Flamingo Cafe. I hope you're ready because today's episode is sure to add a little jolly to your life. I am Lucy. I am forward narrator. I am in Columbus, Ohio. How you doing out there today?
Hi, everybody. I'm Nico. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I am Sora Miss Congeniality. My pronouns are she, her. And you can reach me on social media at MZNIKO2U on Instagram.
Bringing you holiday greetings from South Florida, representing the iconic Beta Iota chapter. My name is Cami, pronouns are she, her, and hers, and known in Beta Land as Sora Wonder Woman because I can do it all. Now you can find me on IG at KLG_Premier Realty.
Hello, guys. It's your girl Opal, also known as Lady O or Sower One in a Million. I also am in Atlanta representing the Beta Zeta chapter. You guys can find me on social media at 31 Georgia Peaches.
Also, we're sending lots of love and healing and energy to our Sorokia, who is currently under the weather. We love you. We thinking about you, sis. Get better. Now, like I said, we have a fantastic episode for you today. It's the holiday season, and you know we have to show out with the return of Beta's favorite things. And we'll be giving you an opportunity to win one of those things. So stay tuned. Do what you got to do to stay here. And plus, we're going to be discussing how we can survive holiday travel with ease. But as you know, all of our views and opinions expressed today during this broadcast are those of us, the hosts, and our guests, and they do not reflect the views and opinions of Beta Phi Omega Sorority Incorporated.
So let's grab our flamingo cups and get started with this tea and kiki. All right, so first up is August Alsina. Now, here we are, 2 years after his infamous entanglement with Jada Pinkett Smith. Now, August has a new boo. Now, he introduced the new boo on VH1's reboot of The Surreal Life, and he called him the love that feels limitless. Now, my gaydar may not always be on point, but I didn't see this coming.
I'm not surprised. However, their interaction did not feel romantic at all. I didn't that hug. It felt awkward. It felt like I'm doing this for the cameras. Now, I'm not. Wouldn't say that he is not bi or gay or pan or whatever, but I don't think this is it.
Yeah, it didn't seem like even the person he was hugging, Zaza, it didn't seem like he was expecting the hug. Like, it was like, oh, okay.
What is a Zaza?
Is it Zaza or Zoo or something? I didn't expect it, and I felt like, oh, this makes for good views because then it ended there. So it's like, okay, watch the next show. Great marketing. Not really sure about this one.
He looked like a Zaza, but I'm not surprised. He's always giving me a little sugary tank. You know what I'm saying? That could be what Will was mad about, but I digress. Who knows?
Well, at this point, we're going to wrap August in a rainbow flag and keep him close and see how long he stay in the family because it may not last.
Welcome home, baby.
Come on to mama's bosom.
Now, on a somber note, we have all heard about Shanquella Johnson. This young lady was vacationing in Mexico with her friends, ended up dead 24 hours later. Now, initially, Mexico and the United States did not want to press charges. They were saying there was no foul play. Then the video surfaced, and we've all been triggered by watching this video. And now Mexico has agreed to file charges. They're filing charges of femicide on the young lady allegedly being seen in the video. I don't know about you, but I need her to get some justice.
Yes, all of them.
This can't happen. This can't keep happening.
They all need to go back to Mexico. This is where you hurt her. That's where you need to be punished and you need to pay. And even if you're standing there watching, an inaction is an action. She needs justice with all of them.
Yeah. And it also is a testament to a mother not giving up on her child even after death. Like, she was like, this is not going to go unpunished. Like, there needs to be justice for her. And she, like you said, she got Black Twitter, Black Instagram, Black Facebook going to make sure that, we knew her daughter's story. So, like, the mama's love is beyond life. It extends out to death. So I love that.
Yeah. And it's sad to see the amount of rage that was coming out, to know that somebody could harbor that much rage in them to even go on a trip. It was planned. Take a whole trip across the country to do this type of stuff. Like, people need to go pray somewhere in the corner, deal with themselves.
And it also lets you know that everybody isn't your friend, no matter how long you've known them or how much you've been around them. This is one of the people that was there is a guy that was at her mom's house every single day for 4 days, took family trips with them, and you're in the background watching this happen, and you didn't step up and step in for this woman. So watch your back, people. Everybody who say they friends is not your friends.
Yeah, trust your gut. Trust your gut, because that's something that's going to protect you and save your life.
Yeah.
You know, the old folks say that spirit of discernment start rising up. That little hair on the back of your neck start standing up about people.
Yes.
And that didn't come unprecedented. Like something came before that.
Yeah.
You know,
Those
there was a comment. Yeah, there was something.
Haters.
Something.
Yeah.
So not all hating is a joke.
Absolutely.
Definitely need justice.
Well, we are definitely going to pray for her journey and wish her safe travels. But to end this tea and kiki on a lighter note, Portia and her boo Simon.
Can you get it
The
out?
opulence in this wedding is giving me all my life, because everybody knows I'm a little extra. But this, baby, Portia served in every one of these 7 dresses, every one of these 7 wigs. Homegirl had 2 weddings in the same weekend. I was struggling with a ceremony and a reception. She pulled off 2 weddings in one weekend. And in this Nigerian opulence, she is gorgeous.
Oh my God.
So yes, he was her boyfriend for all of 6 minutes.
Yeah.
And that was her
He was somebody
homegirl
else
man.
before.
No. But this, baby, gave me all my life.
Listen, I am not for the extraness. I am not for 7 dresses. You probably can get me in some saran wrap and some pasties, but that red dress was doing it for me.
The red dress gave us all of our life.
Listen,
You know,
red Portia, yes for the red, okay?
She was definitely beautiful, but it's a spectacle. I just hope and pray that it has some true value and meaning and real true love behind it. I don't want to see her. She needs some Rashida and Kurt in her. They need to make it, okay? Because all this that you just did.
But you got to be careful how you begin, because that can show you and be like a glimpse on how you end. You know, because every relationship isn't given to you from who you're supposed to get it. It just might be somebody you're with. But anyway, she looks amazing.
She looks amazing.
She
She got people to come
we are
out
going to
for the Thanksgiving weekend and celebrate. They forgave. They said, skip the turkey. I want this. So that's some power right there.
with Drew Hill singing at the wedding. We're going to continue to pray for her and her marriage and hope that they are able to find that thing that keeps it going.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. What we got for politics tonight?
Politics, y'all. Look. Okay, first on the chopping block, can we just go ahead and address the elephant in the room? Why are we having a runoff with these 2? Okay, I don't even know what the criteria, what the requirements, what the eligibility is to become. I need to go run. Why is he in this? Why is he like? What did he do to make them say, "Hey, I'm the token, pick me"? Why? What are we doing?
Right. This is something that is very concerning for me. Like, even with the initial election with Stacey, I was like I'm not even in Georgia, and I was heartbroken. So like, only thing I can say is yes, definitely run. I would totally vote for Opal, by the way. I think that would be really good for Georgia. If you ever decide to go in politics, I would totally be right by your side. I'll move for you. But this is a testament to like the power of your voice. We all need to stand up for Georgia right now. Not even if you're not in Georgia, make the phone calls. There are a lot of people that are still phone banking. HRC is one of those people on behalf of Georgia, no matter where you sit. I'm in Ohio and I'm still phone banking for Georgia. We all need to do our part, because this can't happen.
Yes, you have to get out and vote. You cannot sit back and be passive aggressive, got a bunch of complaints, but you're not doing the work. Get out and vote. It's never a line too long that could change your life. Get out and vote.
Yes.
You stand in the line for clubs longer. Get out and vote.
For shoes and everything else. So if you didn't know, early voting is continuing right now this week until Friday, and then the runoff is going to be on Tuesday. So nobody has excuses, period, point blank. But moving on, because that is nerve-wracking. Y'all, these mass shootings, they have consumed social media. They've consumed the internet. They are everywhere. And it's concerning, especially when you have, I mean, just for our lives. You don't even know if you can go to Walmart to shop. You don't know if you can go to the movies. You don't know if you can go to school. you have to worry about these mass shootings. Like, what is it? Is it a mental health thing? Has it really been going on this amount of time for a long time? We just haven't paid attention to it. Like, it seems like we're just desensitized to losing life. Like, what do y'all think?
I think that the boiling pot of hate that we've had in this country has now reached a point where it's just boiling over. People are getting permission to be hateful and permission to destroy, and it's from the people that we have in leadership, and that's scary.
Yeah.
It's absolutely scary. So we have to be diligent. And back to what my sister said, y'all got to get out there and vote, because these people are the people that we have in office right now. They're just not for us.
Yeah.
And we need people who are going to protect us. That's what we pay them to do.
I think Nico said it best earlier. I think that we are so desensitized that we only think off emotion, and we're not using our logical thinking pads to make these decisions. Just because you're upset in this moment doesn't mean you get to go out and make a permanent decision that not only affects your life, your family lives, it affects a whole group of people. It affects cities and towns and laws. Like, I need people to understand, just take a moment and breathe, and whatever it is not that bad where you got to go and cause this much chaos.
Right.
And if it's that bad, try to start with getting some help. Get some help. Say something if you need something. It can't be something that we just ignore how people are feeling, because, we can't be so disconnected that we don't notice when somebody just is acting different. Or if they are different, you can celebrate differences. I hear with some of these situations that these people felt like they were bullied and that brought them to this. That's something that we can't ignore either. If you feel like you're being bullied, then you have to say something, and we got to take that serious when it's brought to us. And no one should be able to buy a gun the same day. Period.
Our gun laws need to tighten up. This is crazy. There's no way I should be able to walk in there, get a gun, walk out, and you have no accountability of what I'm going to do with that. That thing takes lives. It changes lives forever. We have to be more diligent about these things, and we have to stay back to our politicians and using our voice to get people in office that are going to protect us and not just protect their own interests.
Right.
And we need to get back to the village life where we are able to discipline and address and love on and teach and guide everybody, not just our own children, but our neighbors' children and their friends, and et cetera, et cetera. But you guys are right. Look, another one, and I hate to keep bringing up the bad news and the bad news and the bad news, but Brittany Griner, oh my God, we know she was sentenced. We know that they transferred her to a location. We don't know where. It's like, and then that I've heard that the place that they transferred her to, first of all, they only know it's X amount of miles out. They said that it's a very homophobic area. They said it's a very racist area. Like, she is going through it with this situation, and it is so over the top. I really feel like she's a pawn. She is a pawn in a bigger scheme that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm still trying to figure out how you lose a almost 7-foot woman in another country that don't look like nobody else there. There's no possible way. It's like you were saying earlier, of Opal, like it feels like it's a setup for something else. So like if you keep losing her and she disappears, you understand? It's like we need to keep what you say. Nico, keep saying her name.
Keep saying her name. Keep her in the forefront. She can't make it to page 7. She got to stay on the cover.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We cannot forget about her, because the way that they're using her as a pawn, the way they over sentenced her, it's just a very unfortunate situation that she's just a victim of the climate right now.
Yeah. Absolutely.
For sure. This is all so super stressful, y'all.
Yeah, we got to keep praying.
Keep praying, absolutely. And we need to learn to de-stress. Maybe that would help with a lot of the situations we go through. And with that being said, let's learn the skinny on skin and de-stress that skin. Well, it's the holidays, and the holidays can truly be stressful, from the shopping, from the cold weather. I'm from Chicago, and I moved to Atlanta to get away from snow and cold. It gets cold and it can snow here. Fooled me. But because of that, I want to make sure that I have given you all the tools that you need to keep that skin looking flawless. All of us want to get older. We just don't want anybody to know about it. Okay. So these are some tips and tricks I suggest to help you make sure you stay looking youthful and hydrated. First things first is go to bed. Go to bed and get about 7 to 8 hours. Please, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody in between, get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And I say that, and I'm really, really serious with it, is because at the time that you're able to allow your body to fully rest, it is able to recover and heal itself. We are a magnificent creation that wants to heal itself, but you have to give it the ample rest that it needs in order to do so. So please get some rest, undisturbed rest as much as possible. Okay.
Do they sell rest on Amazon?
Yeah, I feel like they do. They sell everything else. I mean,
You can buy a whole wife on Amazon. You can find some rest.
I feel like you can find some rest there.
Thank you.
Where can I get rest from? I have a whole toddler. Where am I getting rest from?
I would, when you go to the bathroom, you close the door and they think you're in there, turn the water on and just take a little nappy nap. It happens.
That might work.
And then the next thing is, while we're getting some rest, because we've had that wonderful rest at night, this is a way to do a little bit of at-home spa treatment. Get yourself a nice mask. They have those nice hydrating sheet masks that you can find at the Korean Beauty types of sheet masks that are hydrating. You can put them in the refrigerator. So if you find that you have some puffiness in the eyes, that coolness can really reduce puffiness. It feels amazing. You get your mask, you get your tea, some nice cozy blanket, and you have a nice little spa session for yourself at home. You don't have to worry about a crowd or even spending too much money. And it makes you feel good. Find things that are soothing, that are going to help to moisturize the skin, that are going to help to brighten. Whatever it is you're concerned, there is a mask out there for it. So that's one way to really give yourself some de-stressing time and also treating yourself and your skin the way it needs to be treated. And last but not least, drink water. Drink your water. Drink your water. And if you're a caffeinated person and human like me, that's me, I'm caffeinated. Cut back a little bit on the caffeine or change up your caffeine routine. So like if you like coffee, then maybe have some tea instead of coffee sometimes. But whatever you do, please drink a lot of water, because water really is what is going to help your skin. That's the most inexpensive beauty treat there is, a beauty secret there is really to drink water and push out those impurities. And that's the Skinny on Skin.
Said somebody wanted to know, do they have a mask that'll bring you a boo?
You know what? I'm going to send you the link. It's on Amazon. It's yes, Amazon. It's on Amazon. It's a brightening, hydrating, no BS mask on Amazon.
Listen,
say that.
I mean, since we're trying to de-stress when it comes to our skin, like I know that this time of the year it can be definitely difficult for a lot of people. I am people, pick me. What are ways that we can do outside of just de-stressing our skin? Can we kind of like combat like what's going on inside of us when the weather changes, when the season change?
That's an amazing point, sis. And we do experience things like seasonal depression. And with seasonal depression, one way to combat it is that, when you really need some help, I know when I was younger, it wasn't something that we really talked about as much, but it's okay to see a doctor. It is okay to say, I need some help, and get a professional that can give you the resources that you need. Maybe they can give you some medication that can help support you at this time, because holidays can be very difficult. I'm from Chicago, but I live in Atlanta, so I'm not as close to my family as I would like to be. So that could be an experience that you have that, you might need some additional help. They can also suggest things such as vitamins. Vitamins and lack of the vitamins in the body can also cause you to feel depressed. So maybe you need some more vitamin D. Go outside when there is sun and get some of that wonderful vitamin D, or you can actually get supplements that can support the vitamin D in the body that helps to boost the mood, or even vitamin B. Another way is to take advantage of preparing for the holidays. So in the fall, start preparing yourself for how, you would want to feel for the colder months when you might be in the home. Get your house ready. Do things that you like. Make your environment smell the way you want it to smell and feel the way you want it to feel. Eating healthy also helps, because food really are a mood booster. You don't want what did my students tell me? Some low energy food, low vibration food. You don't want any low vibration food. You want some things that are going to make you feel good, not feel heavy and tired. So balanced diet, staying hydrated are very, very important. And finally, get moving. Go outside and get you some fresh air. Walk around your complex. If you can, I know people that mall walk. It's something that just gets them out of being in the same mundane environment. They just get moving. So any of that can definitely be really great mood boosters.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I had a lot of low vibrational foods over the weekend. For me, I'm sorry.
Yes. I had a little bit, but I took it in small increments.
No, give me all mine at one time. I just want it all.
I felt so horrible. And it wasn't even traditional holiday food, because I didn't go home for the holidays. I just ate like trash. And I know that it's not good to do that. but in the moment, it feels so good.
It
But
feels
did it feel
good.
good? Did it taste good?
It did, and then I slept real
Well, you
good in
know,
my recliner chair. So
sis, I will say, if you know, that's one thing we got to be careful with things like that. It's okay to indulge. Have a little something you like and don't feel bad about it. Enjoy it, eat it all. But then that just is not your lifestyle. That is the
yeah,
holiday. Enjoy that because I ate all of the things on my plate. I enjoyed it. Yum yum. It was fine. However, I'm not gonna do that every day. So go ahead, eat that food, take that nap, and then get up and go walk after.
I feel you on that. Can I?
Not
Is,
in the recliner.
is walking considered me walking from my downstairs to my bathroom upstairs? Is that considered?
I'll take little steps. I'll take little steps. That's fine. Hey, that's a start. Do it a couple times. That's a start. And with that,
Listen.
what do you all do for your holiday traditions? What do you do to make yourself feel better?
Mm.
Ooh. I know for me, growing up, we did not have holiday traditions per se. So I wanted to kind of impart that on my nieces them so they can have something to look back on. So every time my sister my sisters have new children when they're born, that year I buy them an ornament with their name on it, with their birthstone on it, something that they can grow older with and take with them. And at the rate that my sisters are having kids, I'm gonna be buying ornaments for the rest of my life because my sister just popped out one yesterday and they keep getting pregnant. So ornaments for everybody. You get an ornament and you get an ornament.
Absolutely.
Well, my grandmother got very tired of having to share us with our significant others and split her holidays. She liked having her family to herself. So we started getting together maybe about 15, 17 years ago. We started getting together on Christmas Eve and we would throw this big pajama party. Everybody get their pajamas and we serve breakfast instead of dinner. We open gifts and we have music and games and s'mores and all that feel good stuff. And we just kind of just be together as a family, all four generations of us.
Wow. I want to come. I love breakfast. Breakfast is great any
Right.
time of day.
Oh, come girl, good pot of grits. Yes.
Wait. So we can't bring you can't bring outsiders, right?
I'm
Oh, yeah.
family.
Okay,
From
like right. Listen,
Y'all coming to Florida? Come on down.
listen.
Yes.
Y'all don't get cold, so I'm coming.
I'm coming. Me too. Pick me up, Lucy, on your way. Let's go.
Look, I grew up a Jehovah's Witness, so we didn't celebrate holidays. So as I got older and I saw the stuff at the store and it'd be 90% off at the end of the season, I just started buying and buying and buying. And so I overindulge. I just decorate. I love to decorate. So every holiday has everything in my house. I'm an excessive decorator. It's just what I do. I'm gonna be that lady that the kids come visit and each day is gonna look different.
I bet
So you're gonna be on holiday hoarders.
I'll be somewhere, baby. I don't care. I don't care. I love it. Oh, I love it.
And I bet
I
you
got
some
four
trees
trees.
too. You have four trees?
Seven.
Seven trees. Seven trees? Seven.
Seseven.
You
Okay.
don't have a problem at all. You don't have a problem at all.
I have no words for seven trees. I don't. Where do you put seven trees?
You have to put one in the foyer. You have to put one in an open window. You got to have, the two windows that are on the side of your door. You got to put it there. You got to put one in the living room, baby. You need the trees, okay?
I don't even buy poinsettias. Lord have mercy.
I just got anxiety thinking about seven trees.
Listen, who gonna are they
Who
real
gonna put them
trees?
up?
Right. Are they real or are they fake?
That's what you have kids for. It's a mixture. That's what you have kids for.
Coast Guy.
Yeah, tell them I'm
Yeah.
gonna call the people for them. I'm gonna call for
They'll
them.
bring them back. They'll bring them back.
Scott, ask for help, Scott. I hear you.
Listen,
Twice.
Sasha said she barely get one up, and you over here doing seven.
Seven. For my family, so what I do love is that in my household, the kitchen was a place of fellowship. It was where you got together with the mothers and we talked about everything in life. That was where you broke up. That's where you got your counseling. You did your homework. I mean, we filled out whatever paperwork you needed. It was just everything in there as well as we cooked. So that was where I learned about family, was in the kitchen. So every holiday, even here, I go all the way home, Thanksgiving, I try to go for Christmas, and I cook in the kitchen, even with my mom, my aunt, my auntie mom, my grandmother, all of us, we cooked every holiday. So that is something that we still do. That is so important that we spend time together. My aunt wakes me up early in the morning, all the music, all of the lights, doesn't matter if you slept. And she helps me cook, sort of directs and bosses me around, but she helps me cook. And I mean, it feels really good because I don't know if it was really even about the food. It was about the fact that I'm there with her and we are just working with the ancestors to season stuff. I don't remember measuring anything. And it was amazing. And I still want to make sure I showed that for all those that come after me.
Yeah,
So basically, we just need to go to everybody's house.
Yeah.
Tammy for breakfast, Nico for
Yes.
dinner, Lucy, you bring the ornaments for my trees. Bam. We good.
Period.
it's just
Really
something about being able to reminisce on those traditions or creating new traditions and having those memories that is what makes the holiday special, at least for me. I know that the kids love the things, but as they get older, they realize that things are not what's so important anymore. Well, maybe not. Well, the beta things are important. I will say that. So, okay, Flock, are y'all ready for beta favorite things? Because I know I am. Let's Hey. Me, I light up.
You light up. Y'all cute. Right? Sparkly.
Yeah.
As you can see, this is our favorite part of the show, like our super duper fave. So as we were
Beta
telling
gifts.
you, we're going to discuss that our favorite things, the things that got us through 2022, the things that we need to kind of feel like our best selves, and we're going to give you an opportunity to win one of those gifts. So all you have to do is like the show, share the show, comment done and your name, and you're automatically entered. But you got to do it now. It can't be with the after show. It has to be during the live show. So get the typing, get the sharing, get the liking, because it's about to go down.
So, Beta's favorite things. Let me tell you about this 365 badass black girl affirmations. I love this book. This book, it really helps you start your day with so much positive intention. And then on top of that, after you've motivated yourself, there's actually 2 sections in this book, bonus, to help you motivate your children and your partner. So you got the whole house covered before you even walk out the door. I love it. So definitely something you want to keep on your nightstand next to your journal. If you're into journaling like me, I love it. And then you have the stress relief roll on. Now, this essential oil has lang lang in it that relieves stress. It has rose geranium in it to relax the mind, and it has sweet orange and lemongrass just to give you an overall sense of well-being, uplifting your spirit and your mood. Now, I keep this on my desk at work because when you go into those meetings and those people are trying to work your nerves, I am ready. Physically, emotionally, mentally, I am ready. I put that on and I'm going in at a war. So it definitely is. These are definitely 2 of my favorite things.
That looks amazing, sis.
Yeah,
I want to try that one.
I want to smell the lang lang.
Well, my favorite thing, of course, I want to make sure I continue to look youthful because, it's important. I have a 2-in-1 massager. So my 2-in-1 massager has 2 different types of massagers that help to tighten and tone and continue all of that youthful look that we want to keep up. We have a T-bar massager that's going to help for you to tighten and tone, reduce expression lines on the face. If you're someone that gets those frown lines, or you're worried about having bags under the eyes, or maybe you have a little fluid retention and you want to reduce that, you can use this T-bar to give you a nice vibrating massage because it's a nice vibration. In the morning, you can use it. You can use it while you're sitting, while you're watching TV. If you go and get that little sheet mask that I mentioned, you can use it on top of that. But it's a great way to give yourself an at-home facial and spa-like treatment and get amazing results. Then you have another massager that has like a circular little pieces to it that are going to be great for contouring the face. So not only do we want to make sure that we look nice and snatched, we also want to make sure this chin down here looks nice and snatched as well. So you can use that to help to contour the face. It stimulates blood flow, increases collagen and elastin production. It's going to help your skin stay looking youthful. And it's almost like a workout for the face. So when that body looks right, we're going to make sure that face matches the body.
Yes.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, look, we started out with the affirmations and the oil, and then our massages, but sometimes none of that works. And you just need to get a little drink, a little adult beverage, a little libation. So check this bangle out. My favorite thing. Okay, 2-in-1. Not only is it cute, you can put it with any of your outfits. Nice little jazzy arms. Then pour that liquor in there, sis. Okay, get you a good 3 shots, a good maybe even 4, depending on what I'm saying. That's what you need. You can have it anywhere. You can have it in church. I don't suggest it, but that's your business. I can't tell you what to do.
Okay, Tab.
Mm-hmm.
So wait a minute. So does that mean I can wear this as a bracelet to the club and not have to buy a drink?
Baby, you can wear it to work, you can wear it to the club, you can wear it to sleep, you can wear it
Wear
wherever
it to
you want
work.
to. Okay?
Listen, if I drank, I would sure have 3 of those.
Look, Jang Lane.
Now, for me as a beta woman, you know that we are completely busy. We are doing all of the things, helping save the world because that's what we do as super women. So my favorite thing is to come home and be comfy, cozy, relaxing in my recliner with a great blanket and some Jenny's ice cream. So my favorite thing is a pint of ice cream and a good old blankie
Ooh,
because I like to curl it
Ice
on
cream.
up.
Ice cream.
that
We
looks
all
like a
scream for ice cream.
I mean, and it's not regular ice cream. It's like premium, good ice cream.
that
This
looks so
this the
good.
ice cream that make you feel good from here to here.
Sis,
Mm.
do they have that flavor? Is that a thing?
That flavor is our holiday flavor. White chocolate peppermint is inside the
Ooh.
shops right now.
I
Go
don't think
get
I've ever
it.
seen that in Georgia.
I
Oh,
think
they
it's
do. They have
we
it in Georgia. They got it at the grocery store if they don't have a shop inside your in your city, or you can go on a website. So
we're
get
gonna we're gonna
you
get
some
the ice
pennies,
Wait, I can order ice cream.
huh?
I can order ice cream.
You can order
I,
ice cream online,
I always
Jenny's.com, sis.
we can order anything online, sis, always.
look.
And because of all these amazing things, remember everybody, remember to like, to share, and comment done. To
I
be
am
entered
so
in
done.
the chance for entering the chance for this drawing to win all of Beta favorite things. Please, please, please don't miss out on these wonderful opportunities to get this ice cream.
And look, isn't that cute? I like. Did you see? Did you see how we had the sleigh going? We like look, we top tier over here. But just to let you know, the Beta's favorite thing segment is brought to you by Flamazing Stitch. Shout out to our sis and our soror. She is a black small business owner. And her shop is well almost 1 year old. So happy birthday to you. Happy anniversary. You have been doing all of the things for all of us.
Yes, yes, yes. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Amazing Stitch is amazing. It's LLC is a custom embroidery company where style meets service. And when I tell you this is top tier, top of the line, perfect professionalism, quality. When I tell you, from jackets to bags, t-shirts, she'll embroider everything and just
Still
about
embroidering you.
everything.
Everything. Now make sure you follow them on social media. Again, it's Flamazing Stitch. And I believe we have a couple of items. I think we all have like all of the items,
Yes.
all of the things.
One of them.
She did my grandson stuff. I have shirts. I have what is it, a shawl? I have a cardigan.
Do you have the
You
blanket?
don't have this blanket though.
I got the blankets. You don't gotta, and then the hats. You gotta have the blanket
The
Yes.
hats.
to go with the ice
All the
cream.
things.
She gonna have the bangles soon. Y'all just don't know.
Absolutely.
Oh, I got a bracelet.
Oh, we got a bangle.
I got my
We got
bracelet.
bangles. Yes, I got a bangle.
You gotta get
Yeah,
the
earlier
special
this year.
bangle. You gotta get the special bangle. Wink, wink.
She definitely does it all. I love it.
Yes.
Well, let's get straight into it with our guest.
Okay, so today we are going to be welcoming Miss Kat Williams. She uses she, her pronouns. She is a travel advisor and she is the owner operator of Wondering Travel Tours, and she specializes in LGBTQ plus travel. Now, remember, if you have any questions for us or for Kat, type them in the John box, and if we are able to do so, we will go ahead and read yours live on the show. Hey, welcome, Kat.
Hello, ladies. It's great to be here. Fantastic even. All these beautiful women in one room. Whoop, whoop.
You
I'm
said,
here.
what can we say?
I'm here for it.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us about your business. How long have you been doing traveling? We want all of the things, all of them.
All the tea.
Wow. So I've done quite a few things in this thing we call life. But right now I am traveling the world. I've been out of the U.S. since 2019, one of them years. Currently living and loving in Mexico. My family and I, we've lived in Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore a little bit, Bali, Thailand, Cambodia. And COVID brought us to Mexico because, it was a little bit closer, a little bit safer and things like that. So here we are. I've been doing travel that entire time. Before that, I did other things, quite a few careers. I've been in the military. I've worked in healthcare. I've done a podcast for about 10 years with Sipping on Ink, and I did Shades Retreat for 10 years. So I like to touch the community, and I am privileged to be here on your podcast. I'm thankful as well.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
So
be
what
like,
got you into traveling? Like you said, you've
I
been
wanted to get out of
everywhere.
America.
So now you want to
It's
help us
just
get
that
out too?
simple. Yeah, I started slow traveling. I used to, when I was working, paying bills and stuff. I traveled at least a couple of times a year, and I just realized that it just wasn't enough. 7 days anywhere. I mean, it's great. Don't get me wrong, because I want you to travel, but for me, I needed a little bit more. Plus, I just wanted to be out of America, and this was a way to do that. To see the world, still have some income coming in, and share my love of travel. I have a YouTube channel, Wondering Soup. My wife and I, we have a blog, Wondering Soup, and we just share what we've experienced along our travels from our perspective. Married, Black women, older, with the kid, things like that.
Nice.
man, that
And we'll
sounds so.
definitely have to check that out. Wandering Soup on, you said it's on YouTube?
Yeah, yeah.
All
You can
right.
see a few videos there. We've been on a little bit of a pause, just because how many times can you talk about a taco in Mexico? But there's only so many tacos you can share with the world.
What's the one you dip in the sauce? What's it called?
Korea.
Burrito
Liberia?
tacos.
Give me some
Yeah.
regular shrimps.
Wait, do y'all have an episode about pozole? Because that's my favorite.
Oh no, I've eaten it several times. But you know what? Now see, that's what I'm talking about. I can taco you to death now. I can tell you the best taco. But even me, I'm tired of tacos. I mean, there's only so much. It's just a corn tortilla with some meat in it. I mean, in the end, that's exactly what it is.
What y'all doing
So-
Tuesday? If y'all tacoed out, what you doing Tuesday?
I mean, Taco Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. After 2 years of it, I'm like, I'm good on tacos. I'm good.
Spaghetti. Give me some spaghetti.
Well,
One of
see,
our
Oh, what I wouldn't give for a piece of catfish or some collard greens. It's the little things that you miss.
Wait, what did y'all do for Thanksgiving?
So we had a Friendsgiving. There's quite a big community. I live in Merida, Mexico. And I had a Friendsgiving one on Sunday and then Thanksgiving at another friend's house on that Thursday. And the Thanksgiving on Thursday, I think it was catered by both. I think the catering was done by a Cuban guy, I think, for both events, honestly. And it was great. You had some beans and rice, let's be honest. And we had turkey and stuff like that. I brought a cornbread dressing. Somebody else brought a sweet potato pie. We had some yams and stuff like that. And then for Thanksgiving itself, somebody brought some greens. Now, I don't know where them greens came from because I have not had greens since I've been here. I have not seen them in the store.
Amazon delivered the greens.
I wish. Girl, I'd be right there at the corner waiting on my Amazon delivery if I could get some collard greens up in here. Those are like the two things I miss the most. Three. Grits, collard greens, and catfish. And red beans. You can't find no red beans here. You can find black beans every day, 3-4 times a day, but not a good little red bean. With some red beans and rice.
So since you love to travel so much, when is actually the best time to travel? Is there a best time to travel?
It's your pockets are going to determine what's your best time to travel. I'm being brutally honest because there's high season and there's low season. For me, low season is the best because it's lower prices. Now that may mean that you're traveling in the wintertime in places where people typically go in the summertime, but people live there all year round, so there's nothing wrong with that, right? You save a few dollars. To me, that's really the answer. Go where your dollars tell you can go and that you can have the best time that you can have. If that's summertime, go in the summertime. If your job says that's summertime you can travel, then we're going to get you a trip. Don't worry about it.
So when you're traveling, Kat, what are some things that you feel like are must-haves to pack for international traveling? Like certain things you can get here that are cheaper than trying to get there when you get there.
I wouldn't even necessarily say cheaper. I would say convenience. Like Black women, we have hair products. You're not going to find an abundance of hair products for Black women outside of the U.S. Amazon does not ship everywhere in the world. So once you knock out, I can't get it on Amazon, and I didn't have it in my suitcase, you pretty much gonna be trying something different. And so what you want to do is bring along your hair products, your skin products. So even say skin products.
Yes.
Nico. You go to Asia, almost all the skin products got bleach in it.
Yes.
So you don't want to go in the store and buy products there unless you don't mind bleaching your skin because there's bleach in soap, lotions, creams. 99% of the products because, y'all
They
know.
want that European skin. I was in the Philippines
Exactly.
and I was out and went to the store to get lotion and I was like, oh no, no.
Yeah.
Everything has
We
bleach in
asked
it.
you today.
Yeah.
Or things you don't
So
know what it says. So I gotcha.
Right, you can't.
right. So bring your products. You can get it shipping in. That's if you're going to be there for a length of time. But if you got there for 7 days, you should have enough room in your luggage, not in your carry-on. Don't bring the big bottle of soap in your carry-on because they're gonna throw it away. Just bring you enough, or pack it in the bag that you check. If you check a bag, because I don't really like checking bags. But I know y'all like 2 and 3 suitcases. Oh, with the 7 trees.
Yeah.
I already know you got 2 suitcases. Plus, I travel with you. I know you got 2 suitcases. Maybe 3. Maybe
At least
3.
one for the shoes. Gotta have one for the shoes separate.
Gotta have one for the
You
shoes.
guys know me well. Look, okay, so when it comes to traveling, I know we talked about, your pockets and whatnot. When it comes to those pockets, you have your different levels. You got Airbnbs, you have resorts, you have hotels, you have timeshares, you have cruises. Like, what's your favorite? What do you think?
Oh man, I like slow traveling. So to me, if you can rent an apartment, so that I can cook and just live, because I'm going to be there for a month to 3 months. But if you're going to be there for 7 days, Airbnb is sort of iffy right now to me. Like, it's not something that I would push anybody toward, because there's just so many issues. I'm on vacation. I don't want to come and wash your dishes, wash your sheets, take out your trash. Even though I just use your facilities, I paid you for that though.
Right.
So if you didn't put it in the price, I don't want to pay you extra. I hate the cleaning fee aspect. So to me, I would go toward an all-inclusive. If you got 7 good days, go to an all-inclusive. I would do a hotel anywhere. I still would do Airbnb if you just in the middle of nowhere and you ain't got no choice. Don't get me wrong. And after that, I would do a cruise. I just went on my first Virgin Voyages cruises, which is an adult-only all cruise. And I had a blast. I ate to the point where I didn't even like food no more. I took my mom because my wife couldn't come. And she was like, I'm just tired. I don't want no more eat. I don't want nothing to eat. I'm tired. I don't want to do no more. But I lounged. I made friends. I made connections. My mom had her little old lady crew. It's all ages. I mean, she was gone. She disappeared. She went to the casino. She wanted a little money. I chilled. I took it as a vacation. And that's what I encourage everybody. If you're taking a vacation, vacate. Leave the work at home. Chill. Relax. Wake. If you have to get up early every morning and you don't want to get up early, don't get up. Don't plan stuff just because the excursion says 8 o'clock. Don't do an 8 o'clock excursion. Do it 11 o'clock. Do a 12 o'clock excursion. So, but yeah, for me, it would have to be all inclusive: resorts, hotels, cruises, and then an Airbnb.
So you mentioned that you don't like to check your bags. So how can you get the most items inside of a carry-on and still don't feel like you left something behind? Like, are there any tips and tricks to compact?
I have a decent sized carry-on. Then I have a backpack as well. So I have 2 things where I feel, and I roll really tight. You just got to roll it tight, and then you could buy those those squares they call them, I think, where you could. It's almost like you can compress things in there. I feel like it works because it not only compresses, but it also compartmentalizes. So you can say, this is all my night items. This is all my day. Like, I do it like all my shirts, all my pants, all my socks, drawers, headscarves, stuff like that. And then I do another one for any other products, so that when I go to reach into my little suitcase, I can grab everything pretty easily. And then I can put it back in the suitcase as well.
Okay.
That
would be the one item I would buy no matter what.
Now, I know we're in the holiday time, Thanksgiving, December, Christmas coming up, November. Where are the best places to travel during that time? Because this is when people have time off of school with their kids and they can actually kind of leave and kind of move about a little bit more fluidity. So where are some good places to go during November, December time?
And a caveat to that, which ones are best for LGBTQ plus? Which ones are most friendly?
If you're looking to travel right now, your prices are going to triple what you would have done if you looked at 3 months ago or even 6 months ago. Just put that out there. But for me, if you want to do a 3 to 4 hour flight, you don't want to do anything more than that. I would do Mexico. I would do the Caribbean, depending on where you're coming from in the world. But in the Caribbean is sort of iffy when it comes to LGBTQ. But if you stay on the resorts, you should be okay. Mexico is wide open. Even though there are issues in Mexico, there's issues in every part of the world. I feel like though that Mexico is really easy. Costa Rica is a 3 to 4 hour flight, and you can always do Hawaii. People say don't go there right now. There's problems there too, but you can always stay in the States. There's a lot of staycations in the States. I mean, in your city, I love getting a hotel in my city and then doing tourist things in the city that I normally don't do. I lived in Atlanta. You go to the what's that thing called? The aquarium. You
Yes.
go to the thing with the plants.
The
You know what I'm
botanical
Oh,
talking
the
about.
botanical science, the botanical
Botanical
garden.
garden.
Yeah.
Botanical
Most
trees and
people
the
don't live in
flowers.
Atlanta proper, right?
Yeah.
So you live out. So go get a hotel, stay in the city center, and do those things, and then come back to the hotel without having to worry about that 2 hour drive to get back home on a weekend. So staycations are great for that. But California, Colorado, you can go skiing. Beautiful Alaska. I love Alaska. I lived there for a number of years. I would recommend any of those.
Now,
Now,
are
a
you
lot
are
of women, a lot of
also
women are traveling by themselves.
Solo travel.
Solo travel has definitely had an uptake in the last couple of years. What tips do you have for a woman to stay safe when they're traveling by themselves?
So solo traveling, the word I would use is no. You can say it, learn whatever language it is in whatever country you're going to, and say it loudly because you will be harassed. There's going to be someone trying to sell you something. Like for instance, we were in Bali, and I looked up and we were surrounded by like 10 kids that were touching us, and I was like, "You don't get that off of me," because they pickpocket, but you get distracted by the little hands. Europe is good for that. They'll pickpocket you pretty easy. And I've gotten pickpocketed. My passport was stolen in Greece because somebody came up behind me, reached my bag, and got my passport. It happens. Life happens. You just have to be cognizant of what will happen what do you need to do if something were to happen? When my passport was stolen, I knew I needed to contact the embassy. I contacted my airline and explained to them what was going on. They switched me. I contacted the embassy. The embassy said, "Come on in. We'll get you a new passport. This is how much it's going to cost." So that costs you money. So you got to have that little buffer. And that was fine. I just ended up spending an extra day in Greece. And there's nothing wrong with spending an extra day in Greece, right? But just say no. Be cognizant. Don't go out late by yourself. Like I wouldn't walk the streets of anywhere realistically at 10, 11 o'clock at night by myself. I know some women who travel solo who don't go outside after dark. That I wouldn't do. If I were to go out for dinner late, I would just catch a cab, Uber, whatever the country uses. Like here we use Diddy. And I would just make sure that it's trackable and that you can share your ride with a friend, wherever they're at. And then talk to them on the ride. Get up, tell them to wake up and talk to you. If they're your friend, they'll wake up,
Yeah. I know that people criticize budget-friendly airlines like Frontier and Spirit. I know they have some that are international. Does that matter to you? Like they have $26 flights leaving on Spirit.
$5.99. What is it? All you can fly.
Yeah, all you can fly $500. Just tell me the day before. Like
would not bother me a bit. All the time it would matter to me is if I was doing a long haul flight, 14 hours on a cheap seat will feel like 24 hours. You just need a little bit more cushion. Like I wouldn't take a Frontier flight. I wouldn't take a Spirit flight long because I've seen those Spirit flights. Those seats, they ain't have a cardboard with a piece of pleather over it.
It's so plain.
Yeah, they're thin. I'm a big girl. I cannot sit in there for 14 hours without fighting. So at some point, you're gonna have to bump up your budget. But if I can get a $26 flight in the States, baby, I'm on it. There's no hesitation at all. With my carry-on, yes, I will be right there on your flight for $26.
okay.
So when it's time to book a flight, I've always heard Tuesdays and Wednesdays, maybe even in the middle of the night. Is that like still a thing, or is that just something we came up with?
I think it's back and forth. Like sometimes I've seen great prices, sometimes I haven't the same day on Tuesday. It depends on where you're going in the world. I would suggest clear your cookies, clear your cookies again, look again from a different search engine. I also recommend that you go direct and book from the airline. So go to Google Flights or a few other search engines out there, Kayak, Priceline, all those Expedia. Go and look for your flights there. But then once you find it, go and actually purchase it from the airline. COVID taught us that If you didn't book directly from the airline, you got screwed.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They were
Okay.
not willing. They weren't willing to work with you as quickly. You got bumped way to the bottom, and the
Mhm.
third party vendor that you purchased the flight from is generally not going to be responsive because it was cheap. They don't have customer service.
Yeah.
Didn't Frontier just do away with customer service
Yep.
altogether?
All
You
together.
can't
No
call
more.
them.
No more
Wow.
customer service.
So
What about when you get to the locations? Do you think that you should maybe rent cars, or actually use the resources available, Uber, the different things like that, or what do you think about driving yourself around?
it's going to be depending on your comfort level. Like
Okay.
here, like in Asia, I would never drive there.
Okay.
I've never been so scared for my life as much as I have been in the back seat of a car in Asia.
Mhm.
I don't even want to be in the front seat. This is how bad they drive. But
Mm.
they get from point A to point B. So I'm not going to complain. I'm just not going to drive there. Mexico is a little bit close to it. I'm not going to lie. But I do rent a car here. So it really depends on if it's driving on the same side of the road that you're used to driving on. If you've heard horrible things about the traffic there, I wouldn't drive there.
I was
It's
terrified in
easy.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There's some places I just don't want to risk my life on my vacation
Mm-mm.
that way, So to me, it's just easier to pay the $5-6, even if it's $25. I don't care. I got there safely and I got back safely, and that was a $25 well spent.
So
You
to
were
wrap up
talking-
this conversation, what are the two main things that you think you should be able to do or you should incorporate in your travel for the holidays so that you are stress free?
Ooh, stress free. Money, money, money. I recommend that you have two accounts. One is your money account and one is your spend account. I have 3 checking accounts. I have my main account where all my money goes. And then when I go somewhere, I have an account where I transfer money via my banking app.
Mhm.
Say I go out to dinner, it's going to be $50. Then I transfer $50. So if my card get hacked, I'm not screwed in another country.
Yeah.
Have at least 2 cards with you. 3 if you can get away with it, because one of them or both of them may not work, and the third one may be the one. A lot of people don't like PayPal, but PayPal cards actually work overseas a lot for me. Get you a bank that let your bank know that you're traveling so that your card isn't cut off. Because once your money's locked up, you're basically screwed. Let's be honest. My other thing with traveling during the holidays, layovers. Make sure you have good time between flights if you have a connecting flight. Do not book and pay for a flight that has an hour layover during the month of December going into January. I was just in my TA group, my travel agent group, and someone was going through Charlotte, and they are still in line. They have a 3-hour layover, but they're already in line for an hour and a half. And they're wondering if they're going to make the 3 hour because they got to get on the flight. And they're still in line to go through security and all
Wow.
things like that.
Charlotte's a
So
horrible
if you're traveling right now and they tell you it's a 45-minute layover, you might be missing it. So make plans, have your carry-on,
Mhm.
so you have some underwear and your toothbrush, and then be mindful, have money, so just in case you have to get a hotel, if the airline doesn't do it for you, because they'll claim it's weather in a heartbeat,
Mhm.
and then you're screwed. So just have your money together and have contingency plans in case something were to happen. If you're traveling international, make sure your passport is good. Make sure it's good for 6 months after your data coming back to the U.S. Make sure there's no damage to it. Keep it safe and secure. Check in with the embassy if you can. You can go on the website, tell people you're going to be in the country. Those are the things that I would do.
I love it.
And be mindful.
I
It's
love
Christmas
it.
time.
Like you gave us a lot to think about and a lot of
Yeah.
different things that we can do to make sure that we are good to go next time we're ready to travel for the holidays. We
Yeah.
definitely appreciate
You come reach out to me.
So how can we do that? What is your Instagram, your Facebook, your business, your website? Give us all of the things so that we can get
All right. So I am Wandering Travel Tours. You type that in the engine, it's going to come up to my website. Facebook is the exact same. Instagram is the exact same. You can find us even on TikTok, where we share videos of different things we've eaten there, or just experiences. Wandering Soup, you can find us on YouTube, and you can also find the Wandering Soup blog. You can also find me on Facebook, Cat Williams. Everybody knows me, hopefully. And then, hey, we can get you where you need to go, give you all the tips, the tricks from my wealth of experience, and make it the best vacation you can have.
I feel like you're going to be getting hit up quite a bit after this.
Yep.
So,
Well, good.
because
Absolutely.
I know that I love to travel, so I'm going to need you.
All right.
Thank you so much for
We
coming
got
on.
we got Sora Harris. Her birthday's coming up, and we're going to Costa Rica. So
Yes,
join her birthday party in Costa Rica.
I mean,
look at her. Turn up.
with my bangle.
Absolutely. All of the bracelets. And now you're gonna need a little massager to get rid of those puffy eyes. So we have that too.
Right, because
Yes,
she's going to be up
everything,
partying all
everything.
night in Costa Rica.
All night long. Drink all the drinks. Have all
We
the
have the
drinks.
best resort in Costa Rica. She's going to y'all. If you go with Opal, you're gonna have a great time.
I
And
think
then what are the dates again for your trip, Opal?
We are going May 11th through the 17th. 11th through the 16th. 11th through the 16th. So y'all get those passports if you don't already have them and come on. It's open to everybody. I just want to
That's right.
enjoy bringing this 40th right.
Well, since
You
you're
don't need a
bringing in
passport for a cruise.
since we're talking about bringing in the holidays right, your birthday right, let's talk about things that kind of can bring us a little bit of peace in all of that.
You guys, look. Everybody knows 20. Everybody knows 2022 has been just as heavy as 2021 and 2020. All right. So know that it is okay to not be okay. And know that it is okay to be, or it is okay and it is possible to be happy and sad at the same time. But give yourself grace. Have some compassion for yourself and do so for your neighbor. Do so for your loved ones. Do so for strangers. Everybody is experiencing something. You never know what somebody's going through. So just walk with grace and compassion.
Yes, we're all busy right now, hustling and bustling. We're standing in lines at the airport. We're standing in lines at the store. Yeah, I love that, Opal. Give yourself grace. Give the people around you grace because you never know what someone is going through in that very moment. And that piece of grace that you have just provided them can possibly be the thing that take them to the next moment. And then they can pass it along to someone else. So I love that. I love it,
Absolutely.
love it, love it.
Well, thank
I
you.
love y'all.
We love you. We love everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in today to today's show, this evening show. It has been amazing. And we truly, truly, truly appreciate you, Kat Williams, for all of your wonderful information. You have made traveling so much easier. I feel so much better because, I did have a lot of questions and it's hard to get it from someone that's not trying to sell me something. So I appreciate all the information. I know that you're going to have a lot of people trying to now book with you because you're the GOAT of traveling now. So just so that you know. So we appreciate you. And the winner, y'all ready, ladies? Drum roll, please. The winner of Beta's favorite thing is Michelle R. Curse. Michelle R. Curse, you are the winner of Beta's favorite things. And you're going to get all of these wonderful things. And I hope you enjoy them. We truly hope you enjoyed them and have all of the wonderful experiences with the ice cream, the massager, the bracelet, the blankie, and all of that good stuff, the oils, and make sure you get those daily affirmations in for that Bad Girl Magic. Please follow us on all forms of social media and our social media page. And we look forward to seeing you all, you beautiful people, in the new year. Have an amazing holiday.
See you next.